Hey guys, this is Warwick from Casual Chess, back for another 5-minute game today. Looks like we're playing an opponent from Argentina, and he started with d4, d5, c4, and looks like he's playing the Queen's Gambit Central variation. I'm gonna get my pieces into the game as usual. I must admit to not knowing this opening very well, but so be it. I think we can find a way to play through this. Okay, I'm not too sure of how we're actually going to really break through. I think my opponent definitely does have the advantage at this stage. I'm wondering about castling queenside, and I think I might actually do that. Just for something a bit different. Win or lose, doesn't so much matter. I'll get rid of that knight there, as that could be quite a threatening piece coming down towards b5, or d5 even. Okay, what's going to be next? I had a feeling it was going to be a return take with the pawn. That's fine. I think what I'll do here is... well, I don't really see much choice but to get my knight into the game here. Somehow he's got to get activated. The question is, activated to achieve what? Now, lining up a rook on the b file could be a little bit dangerous. I think what I'll do is I'll play something like na5 and look to kick that bishop away, or potentially take it off the board. That'd be good if possible. And I'm anticipating something like... wow, I was going to actually say bishop b3. Okay. Interesting. I want to take that bishop there and then play something like b6. But I think what I'll do is I will play something like b6 first. And I will look to, I guess, dispel a lot of these threats that my opponent is making on my queen side now. So what's to be done about this? Should I block with that knight? I'm thinking probably not. I think we'll play to b8. Okay, now I think I'll play b6, bc6, and look to drop that bishop back and potentially trade it off the board while moving my king to the b7 square. It also sort of encourages the e5 move, which allows me to redirect my knight to the d5 square if it's played. So let's see what's coming next. I wasn't expecting that one, but that doesn't worry me greatly. I do have the opportunity to take on d4, which I'll do. And that gives me an option to double up my rooks there on the d file, which is also good. It also allows me to triple attack this pawn here on e4. Now he's trying to fork my knight and my rook there. I'm wondering whether the best strategy is to actually play something like bishop takes e4 first, kicking away his queen, hopefully. Now if he reroutes to the wrong square, then I've got knight takes b3. I'm thinking knight takes b3 now is a good move. And now I want to look at knight d7, looking to reroute that to c5. He's attacked my rook there, but I've ignored that in favour of forking the queen and the bishop. Okay. I'm looking for another move here, a better move. And I think the option is actually c6. Again, ignoring that attack on my rook there on d4 and forcing that queen back. It just didn't quite work out how I intended. I think I'm simply going to keep kicking this queen around if possible. And I've screwed it up. Simple as that. Ugh, gotta pay attention. I failed to. Can't believe it. What's wrong with me? Stupid moves. Alright, well we'll try and defend this as best we can. f5, I'm suspecting something now like rook b1 and really piling up on that b6 square. What was I thinking? What a nightmare. Tragic. Okay, well look, I'll try and find my way out of here, but I'm not sure how we're going to manage that. I'm expecting something like bishop takes, that allows me to retake with check. But I simply don't see where we're going to from here. I'll lose that bishop there, and that's done. It's just about becoming time for me to resign. Oh, can't believe I threw away that game by losing an entire rook there. Just awful. A stupid move. What was I thinking? And that's game over. Wish my opponent good game. Nothing wrong with how they played, everything wrong with how I played. There's obviously no way to defend this after that queen check. I don't have this move c7 available, or c8 or b7 because of the bishop. I could move to the corner, in which case after a move like that I'm going to have a great deal of trouble defending. Alternatively, we have something like, oh no, we don't have rook f8 actually because queen takes. However, after queen g7, I don't see a way for me to defend along this back rank because my queen is going to be protecting against his queen and the rook. The bishop is got a good little hold there, and there's no way that I can really dislodge that because assuming I wanted to play something like this, well, it's too late. It's over. And my pawns advancing up the board aren't going to do much because they don't have enough time to get to the enemy area. So look, that's pretty much it for that game. I have to say I'm a bit disappointed in myself. The real massive failure was bit further back from here. Right there. Knight d3. Now, I was just kicking that queen around and hoping I could keep kicking them. I completely lost track of my own piece here. Tragic. The rook on d4. What was I thinking? Now, obviously a better move would have been something like rook to d7. Because, just for example, something like this, we can play on quite comfortably. Obviously the queen's got an attack there, but no big deal really. We could either drop back with the queen to defend, or what else could we do? We could... I think probably actually dropping back with the queen to defend is pretty solid. Alternatively, I've got something like queen d4. This would force queen takes, and again we're sitting pretty comfortably, especially after a follow-up move like g8 eventually, piling up on this g2 square. So yeah, you can see how that game would have played out, and it would have been a lot better for us had we just gone ahead and made that right move rather than abandoning ship and losing that pawn, the rook there on... Oh, we're playing the old version of the game. But it was losing that rook on d4. Anyway guys, don't hang your pieces, don't be like me, learn your lessons from my game so you don't have to learn it in yours. There's not really much more to say than that, but I hope you all have a good one and maybe come back for another game in the future. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.